Hey y'all, today I am going to share with you guys one of my favorite meals that I have been making to just help heal my body and balance my hormones and to just feel great. I have been diagnosed with PCOS, and this is a meal that really helps to keep everything in balance. Now, fellas, you can also enjoy this too. In fact, the whole family is going to love this. To prepare this meal, I am going to be using the Robam 20-in-1 steam convection oven. This modern appliance looks super sleek on your countertop. This comes with a tray as well as a rack so that you can do air frying or steaming, baking, or just so many other things with the Robam. I really feel like this can replace a lot of your appliances and you can just have this one. One small correction I need to make in the video is that the metal plate you see at the bottom, I had upside down. So when you get yours, just flip it over to the top. I am going to show you how I prep this device for the steaming function because I will be making my steamed vegetables first. So I'm going to open up the water reservoir and I'm just going to fill this with some tap water until it gets to the maximum fill line, and then I'm going to place it back into the machine. Then I'm going to start prepping my vegetables. I'm going to be steaming some broccoli as well as some green beans today. These veggies are going to be seasoned with some Cajun spices as well as some Parmigiano Reggiano. So honey, we are not going to miss out on none of the flavor. I'm going to wash these veggies with a little bit of Dr. Bronner's Salsa diluted in water. I just keep it in a spray bottle in my kitchen and I use it for anything from washing vegetables and fruits all the way to my countertops, okay? Once I have finished cleaning these veggies, I'm going to cut the broccoli crowns into florets. Tell me in the comments what you guys like to eat when you just want to balance and heal your body. If you are a woman out there and you have hormonal imbalances, give me some tips on what you're doing just to put everything back into order. With my veggies prepped, I am going to add them to the bottom tray and I'm just going to load them up. Okay, honey, you could probably just do one light layer, but y'all know me. I ain't trying to do 2 rounds. Okay, then I'm going to push this tray back in and then I'm going to switch this onto the delicate steam setting. So you'll see a little icon on the side. You can use your arrows. The first one is the steam setting. And then I'm going to put this on initially for 6 minutes. I ended up going back and adding about 4 more minutes. So in total, honey, these veggies was getting a little sauna experience for 10 minutes. Do y'all like wild sockeye salmon? Let me tell y'all something. I really was not a fan of the sockeye salmon. It was just a little too wild for me. Like it just had that strong taste and I really couldn't get with it until I did this honey mustard salmon recipe. Once I tried it this way, I totally loved it. I'm going to cut my salmon into a few fillets and I'm just going to actually end up cooking the middle 2 fillets. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil as well as some Dijon mustard, some honey, just about a teaspoon. Okay, don't get crazy with it, all right? Some Old Bay and then some Sazon Tropical. I'll also throw in just a little bit of soy sauce. Mix this together and you will have a wonderful marinade. I don't know what it is about this combination, but something about it just balances whatever little fishy flavor be going on with the sockeye salmon and it makes it totally edible to me. Okay, so this is one of the few ways I like to eat it. You guys share with me some of your ways you like to prepare sockeye salmon. I'm going to throw this marinade on here and just let it rest while my broccoli is steaming. Have y'all ever eaten something and you just felt like that food was just giving you energy, giving you life, rejuvenating you? That's how I feel whenever I have sockeye salmon because it's just super high in like omega-3s, makes me feel super satiated. I just always feel great and just like everything's in line when I eat this meal. So guys, for my carb, I'm going to have some baby potatoes. I'm going to cut the normal size ones in half and then the ones that are a little bit fat. Okay, some people just big boned it. All right, we're going to cut them in 3s. All right, then I'm going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon and salt to some water. And I'm going to just jumpstart these by parboiling them for about 8 to 10 minutes. You want to be able to poke them like they're cooked, but you don't want them to be falling apart. I'm doing this because I'm going to let this air fry with the salmon at the same time. And these have different cooking times. So if I don't parboil it, the potatoes are going to be hard and the salmon is going to be done too quick. I'm going to cool this with a little water and then just shake it around to just beat up the edges. Those beat up edges are going to become nice and crispy in the air fryer. To make sure they are extra dry, I'm going to take a bit of the paper towel and I'm going to dab them to make sure there's no excess moisture. I'm going to keep the seasoning on these potatoes really simple. All right, throw on some olive oil, add on a little bit of Tony's, and you guys know I love my fresh herbs. I'm going to add some rosemary as well as some thyme. And that's it. You don't need to do all of that because remember they had a little seasoning in the water. At this point, my broccoli and my green beans are done, so I am going to take them out of the robam and I'm going to finish sort of seasoning them up because remember, these vegetables are naked, okay? They are butt naked. They ain't got no clothes. Honey, we're going to have to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil as well as some Tony's, and I'm going to go on there with a generous amount of Parmigiano Reggiano. I know a lot of people like cheese sauce on their veggies, which I get. A cheese sauce is nice, but the Parmigiano Reggiano is going to give you that cheesy, salty, nutty flavor without having to make a sauce, and it's really great. Onto the air frying rack, I'm going to put the potatoes and then I'm going to start to stick this in the robam. Once I have this partially inside, I'm going to add the salmon fillets. I didn't want that marinade to like drip all over my cutting board, so I'm just going to add it inside of the machine. Then I am going to place this inside and I'm going to put this on the air fryer function. On the robam machine icon board, the little fries represents air frying. I'm going to air fry this at 380 degrees for 8 minutes. That may seem quick, but the sockeye salmon does not need to cook very long. Trust me. Trust me. If you overcook it, that salmon is going to be drier than the Arizona summer. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, so don't let it go too long. Now, what I love about this big rack is that I can have both of my foods cooking at the same time. So, honey, we are actually getting this meal done really quickly. While the potatoes and salmon is cooking, I'm going to prepare a quick little salsa. I'm kind of going to use this as a dressing sort of with my little salad. So I'm going to cut up these little mixed cherry tomatoes. I'm also going to cut up a bit of a jalapeno as well as some red onion. Into a bowl, I'm going to combine everything with this frozen roasted corn. I got that from Trader Joe's. I just unthawed it in the microwave for a few minutes. And then I'm going to add in some olive oil, salt, pepper, and lime juice. If you have some cilantro, throw that in there too. This salsa is wonderful. And it is super quick to just whip together. My salmon and potatoes are done. They are smelling divine. Okay, when I tell you this salmon is flaky, it got flavor, the potatoes are crispy, I am super just loving everything. If you are interested in the robam combination steam and convection oven, please check out the description box to a link to where you can get it. I hope you guys love this appliance as well as this meal as much as I do, and let me know if you are going to make this. I'll see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye and God bless.